Believing in yourself for the 5D mystic, divine feminine, is not hard to do. As we were talking about in the short, they know their worth. That's because their inner child is whole. So it's not, I want out. Not trying to claim independence in the way that we see the 4D, the spiritual bypassers who are on Elsa's journey. Okay, so being in the here and now, being able to be in the in-between, is integration of the brain. So your left, which is your chit-chatter, and the right brings the emotional stuff up, the nonverbal. Thank you, Daniel Siegel. I learned about the brain, at least the basic, as I support people to be their self, personal development. The inner growth mindset, you don't need to reclaim your power. A divine feminine is spirituality. So we live and have meaning beyond the solo self. I'm connected with other people. It's called human to human, so mammalian heritage. It's because I don't need to reclaim my body, meaning I don't have trauma charges that are not being taken care of by my little chit-chatter. That's why I have the inner growth mindset. For people who need a good therapist, that's EMDR, child parts work, and somatics. Once they have a window of welcome to their emotional plane and personal development, they come on over for self-help, support, So the divine feminine is a person who's consistently a nurturer because she has her own divine masculine. It's the mind. And so I've heard different types of ways that they describe the energy of a divine feminine, divine masculine, which you have again. So the body, when it's clear, it's because any emotion that comes up, you don't have an enemy with your thoughts. You have not friend either. It's called unflappability, secure attachment, differentiated self, whole 3 old heart. Okay, so you're always having fun. Thank you, Jesus. I can thank my mother, my twin, my family, my sister, my younger sister too. But really, the mom and the twin are very important because freedom was mine thanks to having been held with equanimity. So even if life stung, like getting rejected to play with the kids because I was so serious, I didn't be like, oh no, I'm not going to use my mind anymore. Nope. I was explained, it's okay. As you grow up, you're going to meet people who like to learn things. And that's true. You do. Because, men and women that are empowered, they like to learn. They don't spread rumors like yoga bringing demons out of you. They also don't spread rumors like humans are pieces of shit. Not true. Those are misanthropists. People on spirituality bypass Elsa journey. They end up thinking they're some special star. We all are. Every single child can use a good therapist to get out of that poor locked up cage, but some people, they won't. So we're going to leave that alone in the meantime and focus on our lovely divine feminines and divine masculines in the 5D collective who know that there are no obstacles that don't move into something called, they're not obstacles. Nobody is actually blocked. Nobody is going to not be able to be fearless and bold. They can if they understand that this is what leads the way, and the gut and the heart. So your body is always informing you because the past, your inner child leads. Your 0-1-year-old attached, panicky, and your 3 to 7 shame submissive, which is why we got people on this twin flame saga journey, by the way. Yeah. So the individuals who don't know how to use their brain, because they don't choose to say, oh, look, I got feelings. I don't like something. Let me shut the mouth up for a minute. Hey, let me go do something that is fun for me to do. For me, not the drinking, not the drugging, not the fucking, not any of what is popular on movies and entertainment. That's for people who are still doing adrenaline stuff from like ignorant teenage years, and then they grow up and think that that's life. No, there's all these things that are called moderation. The grown-ups know all about it. So again, divine feminine, we don't need to surrender in the way that I see 4D say, oh, please give me, no, magic. It works through me. I got 2 hands, I got 2 feet. I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk. And so the emotional plane is not laundry. Enlightenment soul age group, divine feminine. Let me be specific. I know healthy boundaries. So do the 5D mystics, which is not about canceling people or blocking them or ghosting or any of those words. But we also don't go and tell somebody who's a love avoidant, hey, what are you doing? We understand, and actually we're very thankful for the peace and quiet. When we get a love dependent, on the other hand, we're like, okay, how am I going to speak to you, you little child who's, attached into my leg and you just won't let go? Let me turn some knowledge into wisdom. Let me learn how to be a patient divine feminine. That's what we learn. So thank you to our lovely love-dependent people. We learn how not to call people energy vampires or dark auras or any of those words that the spiritual bypassers like to use. Or when they're talking about exes or ancient family members and they want to use words again versus going to good therapy, which would teach you all about how to work with your mouth and how to have what are conversations and lay a solid foundation that actually is more in tune with you because you're a mammal and your family is a part of you. So while dysregulation and dysfunction can continue, there are those who are going to happily be playful with you at a good therapist, like Terry Real for couples that have unfinished business because they're loyal to each other. And that's because they know that this and that are true, meaning you have a subjective experience and so do I. It's called my brain will interpret things. And if I have any insecurities, then I don't know that love is all around. For the divine feminine, instead we do, which is why we don't actually abandon anyone or anything, and our oversoul grows. Okay, so for the 5D mystics, divine feminine, this is who this is for right now. Right now, not everything is for in general, but right now what I'm about to share, it's only for divine feminine, because divine feminines know exactly everything. Okay, divine masculines don't know shit, it's true, but they know some shit, okay? So we each equally know shit that others don't know, meaning the opposite end of the coin. So this is what humble means. It means that I know that there's only so much that I can do on my own and that I will have a way that I can see. So the feminine feels, the masculine is able to look with eyes that see, because they feel too. The difference is though they're not looking with the feeling first. They're looking to explore what's all around to ensure that we can move forward. So this is actually something I learned from some neuroscience article I was reading about the difference of the brain structure, the physical brain structure of the man, physiological man head and a physiological woman head. And so I use words this way, but my point is divine masculine traits match that of the biological man brain. Doesn't have to be man, but there's a way that they look into the world and they have to recuperate their inner child. Okay, so any 4D person is a divine masculine in a 5D mystics divine feminines book because they're not following Jesus. They don't know how to forgive. They don't know how to turn the other cheek. They don't even know how to look and see there's a human. They call people energy vampires and dark auras, and they insult human beings that are part of their journey instead of saying, let's go to good therapy. Okay, so clearing out the clutter means that I know if you're not boundary with me and you're boundaryless, so you're love dependent, or you're the opposite, the love avoidant. Thank you, Terry Real, for your lovely relationship grid. Anyone go look it up. Okay, so when I meet boundaryless women, the ones who go into anger and control, or the ones who are then in the shame, which manipulate and they get desperate, but men too, equally, the clearing out the clutter is not let me disrespect you or tell you what you need to do. I'm not a martyr superior, no. And I'm not a blamer or a victim. I'm going to allow myself to see how I can support you. And usually as an attachment trauma-informed human being who does personal development, I will share with these lovely human beings all, you know what they want? Hey, Maria, can you give me an Akashic record reading today? Hey, Maria, can you read some message from Source? And you know what? Source does give them the answer. It's very interesting how a maladaptive child will not hear what you're saying. And then they'll come back around and they're going to point a finger. And so when people point, it's called shame, blame, fault, and revenge. That's called insecurity, not healthy self-worth, not a divine feminine. A divine feminine has compersion. We want all of our loved ones to be happy, with or without us. And we don't say, because you don't want to be with me, I'm going to drop you, and there you go. No, we actually expand. So we're also not the monoamory kind or monogamous kind, because really, the scarlet letter has been a long time ago, but really what it is the divine feminine, those who I'm speaking to. Again, you're intuitives. You're not just some random people. The ones of you who don't have this level of relationship with your oversoul, it's cool, don't worry. We're going to get to monoamory in a minute, because monoamory and monogamy, you want one human being to share your life with, right? Now that's a divine masculine who's trying to still find their inner child and heal. So you want to do unfinished business, and that's fair and square, because your 0-1-year-old needs to be seen, to be soothed, to be safe, to be secure, to be yourself. So your nervous system, you're not your own safe haven yet, or secure base, which is why you want a partner in life, and that's great. So Terry Real is a great resource. So is Patrick Tiahan, and that way you can actually move into what are divine feminine, divine masculine counterparts, which will mold together really great, but with the support of good therapists and or good personal development. Because what you will notice is people who don't know how to love themselves first, self-love is important, because I know how to love you because I know how to love me. So I have a shirt on, I give you a shirt, and that's called healthy self-worth. I accept, respect, and let you be yourself, and I be me, and I use the words to say, no, that's not okay, but this is okay, and we keep on talking. So the foundation of any type of healthy self-worth partnership is always love. Tune in for more.